Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today this story is from 2019, but it still goes unsolved. This is why we have to keep the names out in the media, because like this story did not get a lot of media attention for some odd reason, and it had to be pretty much pieced together. But the body of Shanaria Seldon, a 25-year-old Louisville woman who went missing earlier in October, was recovered from the Ohio River the weekend, authorities and families say. The Indiana Department of Natural Resources confirmed that Seldon's body was recovered from the river. And it was recovered about 5 p.m. Sunday near the Silver Creek in New Albany. The cause of death was not yet been released at this time, pending additional testing and toxicology results, according to the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. Seldon had been missing since October 20th, when she was last seen near her home on West Whitney Avenue. Now, let me stop right there for a second. She and her boyfriend had moved in with her mom. They was living with her mom. And they went from living with the mom, welcome in, welcome in. They went from living with the mom and got their own place. But after they got their own place, the mom began to notice certain things. This guy named was Jonathan. That's all we can find was just Jonathan. We can't get a last name, what he looks like, or anything. He's still the number one suspect, but you can't hold his feet to the fire if they don't have enough evidence. Seldon had been missing since October 20th, when she was last seen near her home, like I said, on West Avenue. Previously, Louisville woman Shanaria missing from the Wyandotte Park area. Her mom announced on Facebook, well, she announced it on Facebook on that Tuesday evening that her beautiful baby had passed away. I told my friend the other day that I felt as though God was setting me up to have people around me as a cushion. Selsmore Road, I was right. Please keep us in your thoughts and in your prayers. Now, I do want to say this. She had had an automobile accident, which claimed the life of her 4-year-old son. And she was having a hard time, of course, as any of us probably would, rebounding from that, if even we could rebound from something like that. A Louisville Metro Police Department spokesman previously told the Courier Journal that no foul play was suspected in Seldon's disappearance. Seldon had lost her son, 4-year-old Aiden, when he died in a car accident in April 2018. Salesmore previously said. She's with her baby now. Salesmore wrote Tuesday. Now, Salesmore is a mother. To her, this world just will not be the same without my baby and my grandbaby. According to, hold on, y'all, I hate when this thing jump. Okay, according to her obituary, a celebration of life, it was held at 3 p.m. at that time, November 6th, at the New Corner Southwest Louisville Road and Chapel. Okay, here's the thing. They took him down. They questioned him. He had a somewhat alibi, not rock hard, but yet they still didn't have enough to get him locked up for this. So here we are years later, still trying to catch him. And if you happen to run it, we don't even have a picture of him, first of all. But if you get any kind of information, they ask that you call 502-582-7030. Hey, Dr. Shanaria. Hey, Vibrant. Who else? Hey, Dance87. Okay. So, yeah, it's the case of it was like push it aside. I had never even heard of the case. Um, Pushed it aside, kind of coughed up as suicide by it being her car was pulled out of the river because she was suffering with very severe depression. Or very, very deep depression. And then, just lose your son. And then the guy that, and let me tell you how I think she wound up meeting this guy. Actually, the church that she was going to, that guy was there working. I guess he was staying there. You know, some churches kind of have like a setup for people fresh out of prison or homeless or whatever. When that was his case, he was fresh out of prison. So they got, started talking, became really good friends. He asked, could he move in with her, rent a room from her. She said yes. And of course, that led into a oh, might as well say girlfriend boyfriend situation. And she became withdrawn from the family. She wasn't around as much. Her mother might hear from her about once a week after not hearing for her. She used to hear from her every day, but the calls slacked up. She didn't come by as often. And the last time her mom seen her, she said she was not herself. She asked her what was wrong, what's wrong. And of course, she said, oh, nothing, I'm fine. Da, 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 da. But as mothers, we know our children. We know when something's not going in the right direction for them. And the mom said she wanted to tell her in the beginning. When they announced, I guess, that they were together, she wanted to tell her then he wasn't a good catch at all. And definitely he wasn't at all. And I think I think to me, um, any kind of law enforcement that had anything to do with the investigation of her body did a very shabby job. Very shabby. So now her mom is basically putting her feet to the fire and having to do the detective's work because she's determined she's not going to leave this world not knowing who murdered her daughter versus them saying suicide. The mom just doesn't buy that. Does anyone have any questions or like to make a comment? If you do, I could drop the link. And if not, let's see. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate that so much. And I may be back with another one later because there is another one I'm working on. But if not, I'm trying to give, while I'm doing this segment of young women of color disappearing, getting murdered, suicide. I'm trying to find the ones that's not getting as much media attention as some of the others do. So, try to keep their name, keep their faces out there. So if you don't mind, please share this to the wall. Thank you guys, and y'all have a great day.